Hello again, and welcome back to the Alex TB Racing channel. Today we are kicking off race number 2 of 10. This is our European leg of the racing series. We're back in it with our Ferrari that we've, if you watch previous videos, we've done the design for, we've tested it, we've tuned it. Our first race, not really ideal, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Had a really bad start. The overcut didn't work, so yeah, things didn't exactly go to plan. Got to be perfectly honest there. But what I am hoping for, we are at Hockenheim for this round of the championship. Onto race number 2 of our European leg. Yeah, same rules apply. 10 laps. Obviously 23 races. One quick stop. As you can see, we're on unbeatable difficulty, not limiting the driver tiles of progression. I have upped my power handicap to 85%. I feel like I really struggled in that last race in terms of power. So I've obviously upped it by about 5% just so we can be that little bit more competitive and near the front. Because otherwise it's just not going to be an entertaining series watching someone come last every week. In all honesty, it'd just be like watching, you could only watch the onboard cameras from Haas in 2021, it'd be like, nobody really wants to see that, do they? So we're going to try and put ourselves a little bit higher up in the mix, and make things a bit more interesting. Obviously I don't want to be winning every single race by a minute or two, but yeah, I feel like it'd be a lot more entertaining if we was fighting for points and podiums and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we're going to be going for that. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started with the race. Got to be very careful going into this tight turn 1, and we've already stopped. Is that... what on earth was that? Thankfully we didn't pick up any mechanical damage there, but what on earth was that for a start? I know turn 1 was going to be pretty awful here starting from the back of the grid, but wow. We've got some work to do now, starting in 17th position. Obviously our power disadvantage. Down the straights I'm throwing this extra 5%. Obviously we're not flying past, but we are sticking with. That should mean if we get some good exits off of the corners, we can make for a run down into the next turn. As we go for the cutback on the Lamborghini there, that didn't quite work, but it could have done. And we've got slight power disadvantages. That's something we didn't have last time, as the Lamborghini goes wide, and we are chucking it up the inside. Whoa! And he's slammed right into the side of us there. Oh, I felt that one in the steering wheel. That was tough. Ow, 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 ow. Right, so the stewards have a look at that one. At least cosmetics. So we go for quite a late lunge and force our Ferrari teammate wide. That was a silly move. Why did I do that? Just cost us a lot of time now. And that's not what we can afford starting this far back down the grid. We've obviously made it up to 15th now with that one little punt that we've already had with the Lamborghini at the start. Has not done us well, but you know what, it's all over now. Get on with the race. We are only 15 seconds down on the lead of this race, which means the pack is still very tightly closed up together. We get another great run off the turn 3 and down the back straight, and he picks up a much closer slipstream this time on the Mercedes. We'll pull right out, going to stay as close to him as we can, try and make him back out a little bit, keep him on the outside so we can get the lunge up the inside complete. We're going to cover off the inside for ourselves as well. And we've made the move stick. That was a very good move. I'm happy with that. Always like when the move goes very cleanly. On to the next one, P12. Come on, I'm really hoping to get some points here in this race. Oh, I might come a little bit sooner than expected. That was quite the cutback. And he's still there, he's pushing us wide. I may have to limit some aggression because this isn't proper racing, guys. This is just pushing us off the track. As we've gone around the outside of the Mercedes into the stadium section and we've made it stick after being forced on the track. We forced our way around the outside there to gain another position. Putting a logical mind back on ourselves here as someone brakes very sharply to go into the pits. Starting that far, we're in the top 10 at last. Apart from that, we are doing very well in the corners against these cars and having a really good fight with this Porsche right now. As we come towards the stadium section, we're pulling alongside. We should have the move done here as long as we stay alongside, we're leaving a bit of room on the outside there. That position is ours, and we are up into 8th position. You see, you're really starting to see now what, you know, that 5% power does for a car. And not only that, a track that suits a car a lot more when it comes to handling, and you know, anyone can drive in a straight line. It's skilled to drive around corners quickly. Seems to have a comfortable margin to turn on this lap. As we start lap 6 at 1:47.3 on that last lap, which is our quickest lap so far. We are banging the fast laps here. I feel like with the slight gap ahead of us towards this BMW, we should be able to put in an extra fast lap this lap. We're going to get a nice toe all the way down the straight. It's already 3/100ths of a second up. Getting a lovely toe all the way down the straight. We're doing all ahead of us. We're not close enough to make the move, but that was all that we needed to get a great toe down the straight. And he's not got round the corner as quick as we hoped, and we've made a little bit of contact there at the front end. I think we might have to think about making a move on this car now. I'm going to go for famous cutback. We've done it. He's got a very slow run out there. We are being forced wide, but I feel like the outside line is just as quick as the racing line here as we bounce over the curbs. Slam the inside, or shut there. We come into the stadium section. We have 7th position. Full GT going very slowly. Looks like we've been closed up in the pit lane as well. Alright, so we will drop a few positions, but the only person that has pitted ahead of us are the 2 guys that are in the pits right now with us. So they will be the people that we are racing when we leave the circuit. As you can see, the people that are going past are still yet to make that pit stop. Yeah, still no one ahead of us that's made the pit stop yet. So down in 11th place, so we're already up 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. I feel that we might only come out 14th position. We've got someone left there in the GTR. I didn't actually see it there. It was out on our web, but we are going to cover off our line, and we're going to narrowly avoid a bit of contact there with the car that we've rejoined against. Obviously, I don't think he's made his pit stop yet. So we are going to be on fresh tyres once they get up to temperature, and we are nice and close enough that we can think about making a lunge down into the hairpin here. We'll stay in the slipstream, pull out on the brakes. if we're going to keep that in the white lines. That was almost a double dive. I was going to say there's no way. I really overcooked it into the hairpin there, but yeah, there was no way we was going to make that double dive stick. Right, back to this BMW Z4. We'll approach the stadium section now. This isn't really a place where you can make moves, but it is a place where you can make up time. Have a look down the inside there, but I don't think it was going to happen. We have got the leader into the pits now. Now obviously we are much further around the circuit as the last lot of pit stoppers, so it seems like we could have quite an advantage now with people coming into the pits. These are definite places gained. Our back end's got a little bit squirrely out of the last corner, which is going to compromise our running down into turn 1, so I think we're going to have to back out of this and see if we can make a lunge into turn 2. Whoa. Bouncing over the curb at turn 1 there. Got a fantastic run, and we are ahead just as we slam on the brakes into turn 2. I'd say that was a pretty awesome move, to be honest. I'm happy with that, and we are back into P6. We'll see if we can force a mistake into the last couple of corners. He is not quick through here, so I think I'm gonna go for it. Gone for the lunge up the inside, and that was ballsy, and it's been done with no contact. We are up into P5 as we enter the penultimate corner here. Gone very wide. You know what? I will take that across the line in P5. In 4th. Where did 4th come from? Can anyone work that out? Was someone in the pits right at the end as we was fighting away there? Was there someone in the pits? I didn't quite see that one, if there was. You know what, I'm gonna have to watch that back on the replay myself. P4. Look at that, our pace was great, a 147 dead. Faster times of 146.8, 146.3. So the cars ahead were clearly a little bit faster around a lap, but we are right in the mix now. That was, you know what, I'm going to leave it at that extra 5%. I ain't going to push it anymore. I feel like that's exactly where we should have been from race 1. So decent amount of points scored today. Obviously I didn't really explain this very well in the first video, but obviously points tables will be going up at the end of the races, and then yes, so all looking really good. I'll do a little bit of an intro grid talk as well, and then we'll take it from there. So yes, all looking very good. Yes, I'm going to play the replay now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.